Well, Kerry, not saying hello to me then?
She's not quite herself today.
Oh?
Show Mrs. Green what you did, love.
Oh, how did she do that?
Well, it was yesterday evening. We had just a few fireworks for the kids. I thought we were ever so careful, but there's always something you forget to tell them.
How did it happen then?
It's a sparkler. You wouldn't believe it, would you? I mean, really. It wasn't as though the children were on their own. I was there. I did the lighting. And I took good care they were holding the sparklers properly at arm's length. They're not dancing around waving them and poking each other's eyes out.
So what did happen then?
Well, I ask you. When the sparkler's finished, back she goes and tries to pick it up. It may look cool, but it's still red hot, isn't it? What a silly girl, then.
Hey guys, back with another one. Facebook Marketplace. There's a lady on there selling records.
Yay records.
Yay records.
More records.
We can't tell what it is in the picture. It's just a picture of a box, but we're going to go dig her box. A couple garage sales on the way out there, and we'll see what we find. We'll meet you back here for the wrap-up. Bye-bye. Okay, quite a day. And I think that was a fairly accurate representation of that lady's house that we went to get the records from Facebook Marketplace. Right, Sheila?
Oh yeah. When I saw the video he put together, I was pretty impressed, and yeah.
It was a pretty pro job, I thought.
Yeah, and mildly haunted by the memories of pulling up, and I was like, where are we? It was worth it though.
Yeah, it was the first time I was too sketched out to pull my phone out at a garage sale or whatever. But to our astonishment, like I said, that we didn't know what was in the box. It was all like 80s, 90s punk alternative 7 inches, 12-inch singles. There's a 10-inch single in there, and LPs. I was astonished. And what did you want, a quarter for the 7 inches and 50 cents for the LPs, right?
Yep.
So the price was right, great shape, and you just don't see those kind of records in the wild. But we'll go over those real quick. The 7-inch, The Trouble with Larry. That's Songs of Romance and Intrigue from 1990. It's a 7-inch. Trouble with Larry is from Richmond, Virginia. The Butchers, that's a LA outfit from 1985. Also a 7-inch. These are all 7 inches to start with. Then a Garth Brooks thrown in there amongst everything. Garth Brooks, a jukebox.
Yeah.
7-inch of Burning Bridges. I'm not actually familiar with that song. It's on Rope in the Wind. But, so I'm sure I am familiar with it. I just forgot. But that's from 1991. This band, a Seattle band, AAIIEE. That's the name. I don't know if that is supposed to be AE. But their actual name is like a sound wave. But it's spelled AAIIEE. I'm going to have to take a listen to that. It's called The Wicker Man 7-inch from 1990. I love the name The Wicker Man. Awesome movie. And a 7-inch for Fastway from 1983. This is a promo of a song called Far From Home on Columbia. Another band from Massachusetts. A bunch of bands in here from Massachusetts. She wasn't 100% sure where the records came from. She thought it was a friend of her son's, right? Wasn't that the story, Sheila?
I believe. No, she said she found those at another garage sale.
Oh, that's right.
Corner.
Yeah. But whoever it was, it looks like the kind of stuff you picked up at live shows. A lot of 7 inches, and that was the case when I was younger. A lot of people still sold 7 inches at shows and whatnot. So
yeah,
that's what it looked like to me. Dreams Made Flesh, and this is Jerry/PK Dick 7-inch from 1992. And like I said, that's a band from Massachusetts. Page 2. That's my Paul Harvey impersonation. Remember Paul Harvey? Page 2. The Woods. Miracles Tonight from 1985. That's a New York band, but Linda Smith from Baltimore. She was from Ceramic Madonna Head. She fronted that outfit called The Woods. I think that was their only recording up in New York. But I like Ceramic Madonna Head, so I'm interested to listen to that. Lost Patrol, and it's called He's Too Far. 7-inch from 1989. They are from Windsor, Ontario. Our friends to the, well, I guess east, northeast.
Yes.
Yeah, due north, I guess. Anyway, Jack Wenberg. This is the only recording Jack Wenberg made. I've never heard of him before. He's from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. It's called The Rainbow Man 7-inch from 1992. A Detroit band called the Fletcher Pratt Rocksteady from 1988. That's recorded live at the Loft.
And I've been to the Loft.
In, what is that, Chelsea?
No, the Loft. Is that the Loft over in at Grand River 8 Mile, that recording space above the big lots there.
Oh, yeah, it could be. I've never been there.
Yeah, that's like
Maybe you saw the Fletcher Pratt there and you don't remember it.
Yeah, maybe.
In 1988, I'm going to say no.
No.
Yeah.
I would have gotten in big trouble.
You would have been in big trouble.
Hanging out in a place like the Loft when I was 9 years old.
Yeah, I've heard the Loft from radio promos, like on the radio.
Yeah, that's got to be. I would
never...
think that's it.
Okay.
I would think. I could be way off, but...
I think there was one like in Saline, too, called the Loft, but I don't know.
Called the Loft, that recording space up there, like lots of bands.
Oh, that could be it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. That's on 8 Mile and Grand River?
That is on, no, it's at, excuse me, that is at Grand River and,
I was having nightmares when you said it was on 8 Mile and Grand River.
Yeah, it was no doubt, right? So,
we just had a fender bender on 8 Mile and West Grand.
Yeah, but no, there was a strip mall and there was a recording space above one of the businesses over there that lots of bands used that space up there.
Oh, that's
recording.
Cool.
Yeah.
Huh. Variant Cause from, you're going to have to help me with this. Is it Spokane, Washington?
That Spokane. That's
Spokane.
I could be wrong, but my brain says Spokane.
That's
in
okay.
the comments. Tell us if we're wrong or if you're really angry that we're butchering it.
Yeah.
We're gonna say Spokane.
Yeah, because I want to say it right, but I guess just because of the spelling, I've always thought it was Spokane.
I think it's.
But I've heard Spokane.
I think it's Spokane.
Yeah, the band's called Variant Cause, and the song, great song title. It's called "Out on the Streets for Love Again." I love that title. Also a 7-inch, that's from 1985. Evil Twin, a group from Lowell, Massachusetts, called Say Goodbye, 7-inch from 1992. That's EVOL Twin. The Polanskis, awesome band name. I like that band name.
Yeah.
From New York City. The Ballad of John Parker, which is a traditional tune. It's kind of a folk song, so I'm wondering if that's a folk version, but that's the only release by the Polanskis from 1990, and you wonder what became of these bands after they put out a 7-inch or put out a record and then you never heard from them again.
Right.
The Petrol Emotion, and they are from Northern Ireland. The song is Sensitize. This is a 10-inch, and they're a Northern Ireland band based out of North London, I believe. Petrol Emotion. They've done a few albums. LP Uriah Heep from 1972, The Magician's Birthday. And
that's a good name of a song.
The Magician's Birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a gold.
Could you imagine a magician's birthday?
Well,
what
yeah.
a wild scene that would be.
Stuff popping out of the cake and like.
Or would it just be really bland because they're really sick of magic and they're
like asking a mechanic to work on your car on his day off?
Right.
Yeah. So it might be completely lame. Like
no magic.
Yeah. Nobody's hat
no
would be
funny
safe.
Business.
Yeah. Rabbit fur everywhere. A band called, you're gonna like this name, Sheila, because it's fun to say, and you can say it too. Mofungo.
Mofungo.
I knew you'd say that. This is an LP from Mofungo, which was a New York City band. This was put out on SST, which is Black Sabbath, or not Black Sabbath, Black Flag's label. So I'm interested to see what that is. They ended up breaking up by 1989. Their last gig at CBGB's in 1989. Mofungo. It's kind of like an acidy jazz group, but yeah, interesting. Herb Alpert, 1979 Rise. This was the Rise LP. We have the 12-inch single for Rise, but now we have the full LP because we have to have the full LP of Herb Alpert Rise.
Right.
And that's kind of your jam, Rise.
That's your jam.
That's his disco.
That's a good one.
Like
yeah, I
track.
don't mind it, but Herb Alpert's your guy.
Well, that put Herb Alpert back on the map after a long absence. on his. Didn't hurt that he had his own label, A&M Records, at the time, so he had no trouble putting it out. But
Right.
that was a huge hit for Herb Alpert. A bit too disco-ish for me, but Lovecraft from 1993. That's a UK band. This is the Medicine EP. And Cleo Murray of the March Violence. That was the band. I think they only recorded just the one EP under Lovecraft. I think they did actually have an LP. But the March Violence, Cleo Murray, that was her project. The Actionaries / Jimmy Carter Solution, the Capital City Split from 1994. And this is two bands from Lansing, Michigan. That's Sheila's old stomping grounds as a MSU alumni.
As a Spartan, Spartian.
Spartian, go green.
Go white.
Yeah. Fight, fight, fight. Something like that. Dodgy, Lovebirds, 1993. And this is a UK band, actually from Hounslow, UK. I'm going to butcher that. I can't even read my own handwriting.
We're
How
gonna
bad is
anger some
that?
people with our
Well, it's my handwriting. I do the. Isn't it bad that you can't read your own handwriting?
Yourself.
Well, by the time I get done writing this, my hand's like cramping up. So like I need a laptop or something to just. Anyway, Stevie Nicks' Bella Donna from 1981. #1 album, huge album, 4 times platinum for Stevie. That was her debut single album after Fleetwood Mac. Huge. Stop Dragging My Heart Around.
Yep.
Leather and Lace with Don Henley. And Bread. The Best of Bread, Volume 2.
I love Bread.
You do. Both Bread as in the edible and Bread as the band.
Yes.
Big Bread fan.
I am. Any way you want to.
Yeah, pita, toast.
Non-bread.
Yeah.
Any
Dough.
Yeah, and then the band.
Yeah.
As it turns out.
Yeah.
Which I only discovered a couple years ago, and I was like, this is also my jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really good.
You love jam too.
I do.
So.
I do. I love jam as a topping.
Yeah.
And as an adjective.
Yeah. And that's Volume 2. We have Volume 1 of The Best of Bread.
Yep.
The big one that stands out on that one, on Volume 2, is Guitar Man. That's
so good.
Cher, Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves from 1971. This is a reissue later in 71, like a record club version. It was originally just called Cher. And then the record club version came out with the title Gypsy, Tramps, and Thieves. Big album for her, for Cher. And we don't really have any Cher, so that's kind of like our first Cher album.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Bryan Adams, 1987, Into the Fire. Don't have a lot to say about that. I think we've got the whole Bryan Adams catalog.
We celebrate his entire...
By accident. We've never purposely gone out, I think, to get a Bryan Adams album.
He finds us. He's just like that.
Well, he's Canadian.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Hey.
One that I'm excited about, The Mighty Sparrow from 1977, called Boogie Beat 77. Don't know a ton about it. It's kind of like a funk boogie band or boogie guy from 1977. I'm really interested about that. Dirt. And this is called Shemale Sugar Blank. I'm not going to say it. Also known as Drill the Minx. And that's from 1990. I know nothing about that. I was taken aback by the title, so I had to have it. And then Sheila found a ton of cassette singles at a garage sale. And the woman there at the putting on the garage sale actually ended up being my second cousin. I didn't know, and I'd never met her before.
It was so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, she was so nice.
And that was at Frenchtown Township, and it's known as the Beaches. There's many beach communities off of Lake Erie, and we found those at one of the beach communities known as Bay Crest. So we found a bunch of them for like $0.25, and that includes Prince Bat Dance from 1989.
No, you can't just go and choking on diet burners.
Oh.
You can't just go into it like that. I go into this crate of cassette tapes, and I move a couple over, as you'll see in the video. And when I tell you my flabber was gasted, when I happened to see some of these titles, and they had little stickers on them, like property of whatever, and those, they were so old, those just came right off. Like, I didn't even have to try it. They just went ploop, and they came right off. But yeah, Bat Dance. Like, get in, put a little emphasis on
Well,
on
I just
the
got done
excitement.
reading like 500.
I know, but now you gotta dig
Is this
deep.
where I got to dig deep?
Dig deep.
See, this is why I have you do this with me, because you get me all excited about it. And
Well, you gotta be excited
I feel like
about
I'm going
these
crazy.
titles.
I just broke into a sweat.
I know. It's exciting.
So
get the crowd excited.
We got Bat Dance.
Bat Dance.
Yeah. Then we have a copy of Bonnie Raitt and Bryan Adams. Bryan Adams again coming
Bryan
at
Adams,
us.
he's finding us. I didn't know this song.
It's called Rocksteady. It's from
Didn't know it.
1995. We also picked up a... Jesus, where am I? Oh, the Eagles, Get Over It, 1994. That was the Eagles' comeback single. Remember the Hell Freezes Over, Sheila? The whole Eagles dealie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was their comeback song. Olivia Newton-John. This is the 1998 remake of I Honestly Love You. I think she did with Babyface. But she re-recorded that song in 88.
Okay.
Yeah. Olivia Newton-John, rest in peace. She just passed away.
Yes.
Not that long ago.
Yes, she did.
Colin Ray, One Boy, One Girl. Now, this was kind of your jam. No, I don't think you know that.
No, it was not my jam.
I remember
but
Colin
when
Ray.
we listened to, because a couple of these that we got, like, I didn't know them when I saw them, like, you know, or I didn't think I knew them when I saw them, like this song, One Boy, One Girl. I was like, but it's a cassette single. I'm not going to leave no cassette single left behind. So I grabbed them all. I was like, screw it, they're coming with me. And when we got home and we listened to the ones we didn't know, some of them we were like, oh, okay.
I remember playing some of those at the
one.
bar when I was DJing.
Yeah, like I remember, you know.
We both...
that was one that I'm like, yeah, okay, we knew that.
We both worked in bars in like the mid to late 90s, early 2000s, whatever.
Yeah.
So we both, when country was huge, we were both playing a bunch of country at the time, I think. But,
yeah, at times, different bars.
I remember Colin Ray. He had a
Yeah.
song called The Letter, I think. That was a big song for him. But Colin Ray, One Boy, One Girl, 1995. Extreme, More Than Words, 1991.
I love that song.
Yeah.
That was a big deal.
I remember, well, that was when I was in high school. I remember that song.
That
but-
video.
Yeah, the black and white. Like, hey, we're done for the day, guys. Well, can we hang back and play More Than Words?
Back. We're gonna throw this banger out. Really
Well, do you mind if we move
and
some shit around while you guys record this? I didn't mean to say that. Well, PG, but
PG.
In Excess, New Sensation.
I love In
and
Excess.
and Never Tear Us Apart.
Oh, it's so good.
And that originally came out in 1987. That cassette came out in 1989, so that was kind of like a greatest hits.
So good though.
Yeah. It's awesome. Henry Lee Summer, Hey Baby, 1989. We played that, and I kind of remember that song.
Nope.
But
Nope. Didn't know it.
no. The one that I was pretty excited about, The Cure, Love Song.
I was so excited. I literally, when I saw that, I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
What do you say? You scrimped a scrimp?
The scream I scrumped.
The scream you scrumped.
Internally, though, I didn't want to scare his second cousin.
Well, you see it shaking. See you shaking it vigorously on the video.
On the video, I'm like, oh my gosh!
Yeah, and there was a sticker over it, and we were like, "Crap! It's over like the artwork on the
right." Like,
thing.
who would do that? What monster?
And it popped right off.
It did. Yeah, the sticky was totally unstuck. There was it was done.
Little Texas, a band I was very familiar with in 1993. What Might Have Been. That was a
did
jam
not
for them.
recognize it when we bought it, brought
Little
it home,
Texas was
listened,
big.
totally knew the song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Heart, All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You from
Good song.
1990.
Good song.
Yep, good song. Meatloaf, I wasn't really familiar with this one. Meatloaf, I'd Lie for You from 1995.
Right. See, there's things he talks a lot about what he would do or would not do.
And one of the things he would do
is he'd lie, but he would do what he wouldn't do. Yeah, like
well, he would do more things if he would be willing to lie.
right.
So,
He would do anything for love, as we know, but he won't.
But we won't do.
We don't know what he won't do.
It's not lying. We know
Right.
he'll do that.
Yeah, like he's he likes to talk a lot about his activities
Yeah.
in his music.
Rest in peace, Meatloaf too.
Yeah.
We just lost Meatloaf.
But I didn't know that
song.
song. I'm really only
That
familiar
one's actually
with
sealed.
his-
That's still factory sealed.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Jeff Healey, Angel Eyes from
I love that song.
1989. I Thought You'd Be Bigger. You don't know that. That's from Roadhouse.
I don't know that.
He
one.
was the house band in Roadhouse.
Awesome.
And Patrick Swayze goes up to him because he hasn't seen him in a while, and obviously Jeff Healey's blind.
Yes.
And he's
yes.
he's like, you play pretty good for a blind white boy. And Jeff Healey's like, I thought you'd be bigger. It was really cheesy, but it's what I remember most of Roadhouse for some reason.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I love that song.
And he does some blistering blues covers in Roadhouse too, playing that lap guitar. So it's
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love Jeff Healey. I got to see Jeff Healey.
Did you?
He was at the SARS show in Toronto with Sass Jordan. He did a set with Sass Jordan, so it was cool to see him. And then he passed not too long after that, in 2003. But yeah, it was really cool to see him. What did I just say? Jeff Healey. Lori Morgan. I didn't know my own strength. Very sassy look on her face on the cover of this
Sassy.
too. She's biting her finger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I saw Lori Morgan too.
Did you?
I saw her with Conway Twitty like 2 months before Conway died, and George Jones.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. At the Palace of Auburn Hills, which is now completely torn down.
Right. So sad.
Yeah. But anyway, Lori Morgan. Didn't know that song either. We listened to it, and it was kind of somewhat familiar. But Moving Pictures, What About Me? Originally recorded in 1981. This is a 1989 cassette tape. Another one that immediately didn't. After we listened to it, we were both like, "Oh yeah, I know that song."
Yep.
So many songs, you know.
So many good songs, and then so many like the ones that like all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, I remember that," and I mean you hadn't thought about it since 1989.
That's some of the fun though, is coming back here and being like, "All right, you remember this?"
Yeah.
And it's like, "Well, yeah, I remember that."
Right.
But Mary Chapin Carpenter, Shut Up and Kiss Me, 1994. I remember Mary Chapin Carpenter.
Yep.
And I wasn't that. After I started playing it, I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that."
Yep.
And then we got Cowboy Junkies, the Trinity Sessions from 1988.
It's funny. I grabbed the cassette tape out of the cassette tape bin while he was simultaneously grabbing the CD out of the CD bin.
At the same garage sale, too.
Yeah, we didn't realize it until we got the bundle together that we'd gotten there. We were like, well,
yeah.
what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Because they're both coming home with and we have the LP, don't we?
Well, I thought we did, and then I investigated when we got home, and we have Crescent Moon, which is the one that has the anniversary song on it.
Yeah.
We don't have this on vinyl.
And we have Natural Born Killers soundtrack.
We do, which this LP has Sweet Jane on it.
Okay,
Trinity
so
Sessions
that's
has Sweet
where
Jane.
I was thinking.
So we have it on CD, and then Sheila got it on cassette tape at the same time.
Yeah.
So we have it on both. Then we picked up a DVD, Dennis Leary, The Ultimate Collection from 2004. It's 3 discs, partly live stand-up, partly specials that he's done, and partly outtakes and whatnot or clips from a TV show that he did. I can't remember the name of the TV show, but it's like Dennis Leary's greatest hits.
Awesome. Yep.
3 discs. We love stand-up comedy.
Yep.
And
I love Dennis Leary.
we kind of grab any stand-up that we can find, specials.
That we like.
Yeah,
and I love Dennis Leary.
Like Sheila loves, what's that, Joe Coy? She loves him a lot.
You shut your mouth.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
I'm not, now I got to get into it. Not a fan, whatever. Not.
Well, it's not your cup of tea.
It's not my cup of tea.
Whatever. I gave his recent special a chance, and I didn't get it.
There's something for everybody, and he's not for us.
Yeah.
That's all there is. It doesn't make them not talented. It's just not our cup of tea.
Yeah.
It's not my.
I'm
it's
more
not my
old
cup of Diet
school.
Burners.
I'm more like George Carlin, Richard Pryor, stuff like that. But I do like Tom Segura.
I love Tom Segura. We get to go see him in October.
That's
Very
yeah.
excited.
Yeah,
excited.
we got tickets to see Tom
His
Segura.
special Sledgehammer on Netflix is like one of the funniest.
Well, all three of them are actually
but I
pretty
mean,
fun.
Sledgehammer's
Sledgehammer's
like
funny.
I was crying.
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard. So funny.
So we picked that up. We also, Sheila got a vase.
It is the prettiest vase, and it has a lid, and it makes me happy, and it'll be inserted here. There's the picture.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. And then I got this little luck vase, and we haven't taken the cork off because I would like to think there's luck inside, and I will wait.
You were
until-
about to uncork it before we left that garage sale, and I was like, don't take that cork out.
I know, no. So we're gonna wait until like we're going to Vegas or
There's
whatever.
probably a snake in it.
Don't say that. It's
What?
dead by now
Well, how do you know?
because there's no air in
It
there.
needs sustenance.
Yeah. So no, we're gonna uncork it before our next trip to someplace gambly,
Yeah.
if you will.
And speaking of trips, a bunch on the horizon. Next weekend next Friday is HorrorCon.
Hang on, hold the phone.
One
please.
second.
No, 2 weekends.
Okay, 2 weekends.
2 days from today.
Yeah, two weekends from today. Right?
2 days
week-
from today. Well, today's Friday. I don't
Yeah.
know when you're uploading this, but
yeah,
the 26th of July is the Friday that we should be
that's
going
the week after next. So
to HorrorCon.
okay.
Yeah.
So the 26th of July, we got HorrorCon, or Motor City Nightmares, rather. We shot there last year. We had a blast there last year. The two people we really wanted to see both canceled, unfortunately.
But there's still some really good names.
There is. And the vendors on Friday are fantabulous.
They're not as picked over, so we like to go
Exactly.
to day one, so we get like prime pickings,
100%. We have a Ludacris concert coming up.
Luda.
We have...
Luda has evaded me. I haven't been able to. There's been like 3 times he's come to the Metro Detroit area, and we've had something going on, or we were sick, or what. The one time he played the Fox, I didn't even know he came. Like, call myself a fan. I didn't even know he was coming to town, and he will be 10 minutes from our house. He's playing the Monroe County Fair, and we got tickets, and I am so excited.
Yep. Ludacris. Like we said, the Tom Segura show in October. We travel to...
We got Missy before that, don't we?
Oh, we have Missy and Busta Rhymes
And Sierra.
and Sierra at Comerica?
No, that's at Little Caesars.
Oh, Little Caesars, which is downtown Detroit. It's where the Red Wings and Pistons play. Then,
We take our pilgrimage to the Pacific Northwest.
yeah, on that trip, we go from Portland, Oregon. Is that right? Oregon?
Yeah, we fly into Portland, Oregon.
No, I mean the pronunciation of Oregon, because I don't want
Oregon. Yep.
Julie to be like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, it's not Oregon
Oregon. Yeah.
or
it's
Oregon.
Oregon. And then we drive down to Bend, Oregon, and we see Dave Matthews play that Tuesday night. And then we drive from Bend up to George Washington.
The Gorge.
Yep, we see him play. We camp at Wild Horse Campground, and we camp for night 0 on Thursday.
And that's in Washington State.
Yep, and we see him play at the Gorge Friday, Saturday, Sunday for Labor Day weekend.
Yep. And, well, there's a ton to do in Portland, so that I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
seeing.
we fly in that Saturday, so he'll get to see Portland on Saturday, Sunday, and then we take the trip. We leave for Bend on Monday.
And
So,
we'll see the Stanley Hotel and
yep, at Mount Hood.
where they shot the exterior of The Shining.
And he gets to see the last blockbuster in operation in Bend.
Yep. Sheila's done that trip several times now. This is my first time, so I'm excited. Possibly a Reverend Horton Heat Coffin Cat show in September that Sheila's super excited about.
Do you stop?
She loves the Reverend Horton Heat.
I appreciate his musical talent.
Yeah.
No,
That's fair.
but it's
not
just
your
not definitely not my jam.
You know what?
But my husband loves him.
The fact that you're willing to go see somebody that you don't much care for just because I want to see him means the world to me. So
Of course.
the last time we saw him was with
The Toadies and that.
and the Toadies were amazing.
They were, but who was that horrible?
Nashville Pussy.
They were horrifyingly
And I
not
like that. I like
enjoyable.
that band, but they were terrible. And the guy was drunk, obviously. But yeah, that was bad.
That was bad. But Reverend Horton Heat can play the HE double hockey sticks out of a guitar. My goodness
he's
gracious.
a great guitar player.
And then the Toadies played Possum Kingdom from beginning to end.
Yeah,
And that was dope.
They did an awesome version of I Burn. Actually, if you want to see some of that is on Sheila's channel.
Yeah, it's Miss Jimmy Thing, MSJIMITHING.
Yep, and that's Reverend Horton Heat and Toadies from Royal Oak. The video's pretty good.
Yeah, we got some good footage.
We also saw him at Majestic with the Necromantics.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We saw the Necromantics at the coffee house out front.
Yeah.
They were just chilling.
Yep.
But this one's at the Magic Bag, which I love. That venue we saw...
we saw Black Joe Lewis. We saw
Squirrel Nut
Zippers. Yeah, that's a good venue.
It's a cool venue up in Ferndale.
Yep.
So, lots coming up. I actually had knee surgery today. Kind of an arthroscopic injection type thing. I injured my knee a little over a year ago, and it's just not coming around the way we had hoped, despite solid treatment for over a year. But hopefully this series of little operations, this was the first of two, a nerve block to try to ease some of the pain that I'm having in my knee, where it kind of slips out of socket. I kind of semi-dislocate my knee
regularly
on the regular, which of course hurts, and I've done it enough that it's done nerve damage now to the actual exterior of the skin around the knee. So this nerve blocker is supposed to alleviate. So far so good. It's still numb from the operation today, and I got to throw open my dad's car.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, maybe was a little too bold about, like, hey, whenever you're feeling okay, you can leave.
Right, and he's like, I'm out.
Yep.
I gotta go.
I'm not a
Places,
fan of
deuces.
hospitals, so I was like, well, we're like 3 miles away from the hospital, so I think I'm good. I get in my dad's car, and then I'm like, thank God Sheila had the forethought of giving me a bag. And I was just like, you know what? I think I'm going to... And it was all water, but...
Yeah, but...
You probably didn't need to know any of this, guys, but
this is just
full
a
transparency.
day in the life.
A day in the life.
Of Loch Ness Yeti and the 5-foot assassin.
Yes. And we always appreciate the comments, guys. Keep the comments coming. Like and subscribe if you want. We don't monetize this. This is just for fun for us. Hence the reason we're throwing up copyrightable material left and right on our videos or whatnot. But maybe someday we'll achieve a higher status.
You never know.
Something, but
until then,
for right now, it's just a fun little project that we like doing. We do this stuff anyways,
so we might as well.
Videotape it and have fun with it. So, absolutely nothing we do is like, hey, let's go do this for content's sake. It's always stuff that we would have been doing anyways.
Right.
So, anything to add?
I think that's all we got. But
we talked about your vase. We talked about the luck thing. You got the little thing with the snake in it, and
there's no snake in my jar.
Oh, did I say the snake thing again?
You
Sorry.
did.
Anyway, yeah, a lot of vinyl. That was only 2 stops, basically. One marketplace stop and then one garage sale. So everything we picked up was pretty much just within that. That's about it, guys. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July, a great and safe 4th of July. This is getting out a little bit after 4th of July, but this was our 4th of July edition. But
well, thanks for tuning in with us.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Everybody have a great week. Bye-bye.